From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
For these two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here. On 2nd down, Eckler. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
This defense for the Chiefs, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5 now.
Herbert over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Herbert's throw there complete to Rodgers. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 10 more there and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Spiller. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. The Chiefs had 5 and 6 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
From the 31, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. They juked him.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mahomes going to leave it with Edwards-Helaire on the draw.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Facing this big 1st half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kyle Pitts.
As the 1st half is winding down.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
From the 27, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once more, here's Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out.
Touchdown! Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Running on first down, Eckler. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter.
They'll run here with Spiller.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Again, Spiller.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, his 11th overall. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Mahomes now on first down. Buying time to his left.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on second and 10. Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 27. They'll roll him out right.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Townsend.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yellow.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yellow. Hey, 43.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 1st and 10 is Spiller into about the 23.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Oh, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now they send the tight end in motion left. In motion right is the tight end. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
43, 15.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So this one's over. It's